So the sombrero of Mexico has had it tough. It's been shoved in the travel bag so many times, and now it lives its life in my scooter, bit under the seat. It's pretty fooked. I feel like it's quite representative of myself at the moment. All over the place, battered and bruised, but still going. Right, what the hell is happening in the UK, guys? What the hell is this?
I hope they're not expecting another lockdown, because this seems to be a lot of containers for control of substances hazardous to health. I think that's how you say it anyway. But what are they expecting with all these containers? Is there a sale on or something? Stocking up, ready for something, if you ask me. Dodgy.
And there was also about a week ago that one where I might be able to find a clip for it, I might not, but like there was loads of major what looked like military trucks getting escorted by the police. Very strange. Very strange. What are they planning? But from my point of view, why am I looking at it? So I've been talking a lot about the void recently, but I think I'm going to change that to the self-saboteur. Like, why am I addicted with being sad? Why am I addicted to looking at X? Like, what am I doing? I spent so much time on X yesterday, so I had a feeling sorry for myself day yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, you know, my reality is really good. Why am I so obsessed with being depressed? Like, it's like this old pattern that I just can't shake. So yeah, I spent loads of time on X yesterday, and it's awful. Like, it's really bad. Why would I rather do that than just walk around in the rice fields? Or just be? Like, why can't I just be? Why would I rather do that than meditate? It's like this constant self-avoidance, this constant addiction to stuff that makes me feel bad. It's just crazy. So I think it's time to start taking responsibility for that more. Rather than being like, oh, I'm in the void, this is happening, this is my spiritual journey. Just like, no, I'm a twat. I'm a twat that's obsessed. There's a sun on my neck. Oh, this bloody hat. That's obsessed with looking at stuff and doing stuff that makes him sad. And I'm also obsessed with attacking people. There's still like this little boy in me, this hero archetype that wants to fight. So I've got two amazing people in my life who are helping me more than anyone's helped me in ages. My moderators. They're amazing people. They're really, really great people, and they're really helping me. They really support me. And they happen to be Christian. And there's just something in me that wants to attack that. And I think it's, you know, so I've been telling myself that, you know, it's for the greater good because, you know, because my belief system is that Christianity is a low-level consciousness and a coping mechanism. But who cares? Just let them do what works for them. And I think it's, you know, I've been trying to feel into it today, and I think it's this part of me that has basically been let down by everyone in my life. I mean, that's a slightly strong statement, but in one way or another, it is true. And yeah, it's like I can't just let people be good people and help me. And like there's this like wanting to push away before I get hurt. Yeah, so every time I do a video about Christianity, I'm expecting at least one of them to kick off and be like, I'm not helping you anymore. And they don't. They absolutely don't. And I notice when I post these videos, there's a part of me that's like, don't post that. Yeah, don't do that. But there's a bigger part of me, but it's the truth. But who cares? Like, and is it even the truth? Like, why is my truth any more important than anyone else's truth? It's not. I think it's just this self-saboteur. This self-saboteur that doesn't believe in itself and therefore just wants to destroy everything before it believes it will destroy me. But maybe it won't destroy me. Maybe there are good people who just want to be good people. And maybe I should start honouring that and respecting that and appreciating that and allowing that. Maybe that's the shift that needs to happen. Or maybe no shift does need to happen. Maybe it's all just delusion and mental coping mechanisms. Yeah, the self-saboteur has been a big one. It really showed up in Thailand. Like in Thailand, I had the opportunity to live. Good morning. To live the dream life, you know. I had a wonderful business, and it was going to be a success, and I was living in a great place. But then the self-saboteur decided to put it all on YouTube, when fundamentally what I was doing was illegal, even though everyone does it and it's fine. But if you put it on YouTube, it's not. And if you also attack the local libtards on YouTube, it's definitely not going to be fine. What is wrong with me? Why can't I just allow myself to have a nice life? Oh yeah, and then there's this part of me that I really was noticing yesterday that felt like it was me, that is defining his self-worth based on YouTube views. Like, why is my self-worth not just set? Why is it not just set? Why is it based on how many views I get? And again, like, the universe will always poke at you. So yesterday, I decided yesterday I was going to start posting again every day on English Refugee. And I did a video, I recorded it yesterday, but it was like a summary of my time in Mexico. So that was going to be released at 6 o'clock UK time yesterday. And then it got limited ads. Just going to have to do a camera reset. Oh, I'm back in the middle with my silly hat. Yeah, it got given limited ads, which basically means no ad revenue. Like, for a video where I'm just talking about Mexico, like, there was absolutely nothing in that video, and I've appealed it, and now it's got full ads, so it will be released today. But it was just a day of constant blockages. Good morning. And then I watched a video. This was really interesting for me. Ollie Dobson, I don't know if any of you are aware of him. If you like my English Refugee content, you might like him. Quite similar, not as open and vulnerable, doesn't go into the conspiracies like I do, but I see him as a better man than me, as a more intelligent man than me. I've always admired how he manages to speak on YouTube and say kind of what's happening, but without any risks of losing his channel. And I've always looked up to him as a better YouTuber than me, and a more advanced YouTuber than me, and a more successful man than me. And so he's got 14k subs, and again, his videos, I mean, they're getting like 1,500 views. It just amazes me what's going on. A little bit of a tangent, but similar. Like, there's this amazing woman I listen to called Esther. She's got 3,000 subs, but her videos get like 100 views or 55 views. The one that I watched yesterday. Like, there is something strange going on with the algorithms at the minute. But yeah, Ollie Dobson, man. Like, so I just thought he was smashing it. And then he released a video a few days ago saying, my business has failed, I'm going to have to go back to... He's in Bali. He's living in Bali. And my business has failed, I'm going to have to go back to the UK. And he is sharing really vulnerably, actually. Like, he's literally documenting this journey. And he's like, he is making a decision probably today on whether he's going back to the UK or whether he's gonna just keep trying. But I mean, he's down to like his last £1,000, and just amazing. You know, it really makes me realise how tough this expat life is, and how so few make it. You know, I mean, it's a real challenge. It is a real challenge. But that was really shocking to me to see that he was struggling, and it kind of put things into perspective. And then there's another channel that I don't watch that much, but I like him a lot, and it's something like JLR. Anyway, so this guy is a YouTuber, 200,000 subs, and he was just talking about how, you know, life brings it all at once. He's had a load of crap circumstances, which basically started with him trying to be legit and changing his bank account on YouTube from a personal one to a business one. He made a mistake, so YouTube demonetized him for a month and didn't pay him the 20 grand that he'd earned the month before. And I know when you hear those numbers, you're like, oh, well, this guy's got nothing to worry about. But and then he's had a load of health problems, and just a load of stuff has snowballed. And he did a really good video about it yesterday. Really vulnerable, really, and he's funny. He's funny. But, you know, it makes you realise that, like, you know, even these guys that have made it, 200,000 subs, you know, I mean, he'll get some of his videos will hit 1 million. You know, they're on a knife edge as well, and they still haven't escaped the matrix, as you were saying. Like, it may seem like you have when it's going well, but, you know, you're working for Google. That's definitely not escaping the matrix. So, yeah, it's... yeah, really, I'm just seeing a lot of struggle at the moment. And then there's the obvious struggle, like people living in the UK, working a 9 to 5, and just, life is so hard. But then, from my personal point of view, does it need to be? Or am I just making it hard? Am I watching all this stuff to reinforce my victim? Rather than just being like, oh, I'm in a nice place, and there's a nice bird there, and ooh, beautiful dragonflies, and ooh. I've had a really interesting journey with a dragonfly the last 12 hours. So I assume it's dying, but there was a dragonfly just sitting outside my room when I went to bed last night. And then I got up this morning and it was still in exactly the same place, so I was like, oh, it's definitely dying. And then it just flew off after 12 hours of just sitting there. And then I go into, oh, what's this trying to tell me? And I'm also having a lot of issues with flies, like just normal flies like you get in the UK. Are they blue bottles? I wake up every morning because a fly lands on my nose. And I hate it. And I can never get it so there's no flies in my room. Like, there's always at least one fly. I don't know how they get in. Well, through the window probably. But I just can't get it so there's no flies in my room. And they just drive me insane. So, like, why do they drive me insane? Why does a fly landing on my nose drive me so insane? But it is fucking annoying. And then I think the last thing that wants to be said is, yeah, moving to a place of realizing that actually I do these videos for me. This is my journaling, this is my therapy session, this is me expressing, getting the crap out, just putting words to what's going on in my stupid mind. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Can you see that red? Is it a butterfly? Is it a dragonfly? It seems like a cross between the two. Here's another one. See if I can get it. I don't know. Did I get it? Absolutely stunning. Oh, I think it's more of a dragonfly. Oh, I don't know. What is that? Whatever it is, it's absolutely beautiful. It's not appreciating being followed around, so we'll leave it alone. And yeah, you will notice there's for some reason on this one track there's a lot of rubbish. It's, you know, obviously it's not good, but the rest of it isn't like that. What is wrong with me? I mean, I do appreciate it, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm really grateful to be in this amazing country. But why can't I just be in it more? Like, why would I rather spend my afternoon lying in bed looking at X? I mean, it is so bad. Like, I couldn't believe how bad it was yesterday, but I was still like, oh, I'm just gonna look at this anyway. As in, like, just so violent and so, you know, oh my God, what is happening in this world? Why would I choose that? Why would I choose that? I'm not gonna choose that today. I'm gonna have to go on just to get that little clip for the start of this video. But I am not going to choose that today. I think I'm meeting Jeroen today, which is needed. Yeah, and then the last thing I'll touch upon is my dreams, man. Like, obviously I stopped smoking weed, I think it's about 8 weeks ago now. And my dreams are so intense. But they all seem, I mean, they go off on tangents and different things happen, but they all seem to focus on this community centre that I used to run. I can only assume there's a lot of I mean, my God, it was so traumatic when I lost that, because it was absolutely my life. You know, it was everything. I'd put so much into it, energetically, financially. It was everything. And whilst there's you know, I can mentally acknowledge that it was not making me happy. I was very stressed out. I did not enjoy running it, and I can also see that, like, being a Heyoka, being the triggering man that I am, it was never going to work. You know, people need love and light bullshit to feel safe. They don't need somebody like, oh, here's your shadow, oh, here's another shadow, oh, look at that shadow. You know, running the place. Well, they do need that, actually, but they're not ready for that. So, you know, there's no part of me that wishes I was still there, or, well, that I'm aware of. There's no part of me that I'm aware of, at least, that wishes he was still there, or thinks he could have made it work. But it's in all my dreams. Like, why? What's going on there? What am I still holding on to? Or maybe it's just because it was my life for 3 years and I was so immersed in it that my mind still goes there. I don't know. I don't even know what dreams are. So it's pointless even talking about it. Let me know what you made of all that. I'll see you in a bit.